the guy at the cemetery. Yeah, let's go and save him, you know, him at the cemetery and see if he's actually got anything to sell. That might be worth a buy or something. You know, have a look down here. I like that over there, but this game, it'd be dead good with like, well, an amazing sound system, because you hear like the creaks and all that stuff of like doors opening and you know what I mean. You think, is that something on the roof, or and that's just through a normal TV. So if it was going through like a nice soundbar or something, it'd be that good. He was talking to this guy, and this guy's an arsehole, I think, like.
What do you want this time?
Like that other one. What do I want? I want to be able to kill you.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
Although I'm sure that I actually killed him.
There is a thin line between pride
somehow he's
and
back.
stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Good, so what? I kill you, and I get that chance to. I'll get more XP out of you.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I'll see you soon, Mr. Peterson. As soon as I'm allowed.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
See? He's harassing him again.
You again?
Yeah, me again. Let me kill you. Fucking
Goodbye,
asshole.
Mr. Peterson.
Only if my Engie level was higher.
Show me what you have.
Show me what you have. Alright. Custom trigger part. Common handle part. 35 for the custom. And 35 for common handle part. Why is it the same? I understand the custom one. The custom one being more thingy, but aluminium shard. Rings. Alright. Me soles. How much have I got? 68. Alright. Oh shit. It was the custom one. What's it, the custom one? The fucking prices in this game are just nuts. Absolutely nuts. You buy any of them as a can.
Cheap price, good quality. Come
Cheap
on, take
price,
a look.
good quality.
Fancy buying some?
You never...
Yeah.
Do you need help, sir?
To be honest,
help?
I'd
Need any
prefer
more
you
help?
take a look at my stuff.
I'll give
I
you the
don't quite
medicine.
agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
I can imagine. You'd think though, because I've helped them out, that he'd give me the stuff cheaper.
He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
It's all about the money.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent
I
boxer.
killed him,
Who
you know,
worried
that
him?
guy. Sure of
After
it.
his wife passed away,
That Joe guy, but he's
found
back
every
somehow.
excuse to stop training.
That I'm
Just wanted
asked,
to
because
pick fights with
I
everyone.
get to kill him again, so...
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
I would, because I'm a vamp. You can't stop me. Can't stop me.
Right then. Show me what you have.
I've helped you out, your price was cheaper. No, you fucking cunt. You're the real con artist.
You never... Goodbye for now, Mr.
Alright. So where's Joe gone? Because I have learned a little bit more about him, so... I honestly wish.
Goodbye, Mr. Peter.
Fuck it. Let's head down in it to the church and knock this guy out. Fatigue.
Good evening, Mr.
It's fine.
How's he suffering still?
Don't you fear
I
getting
helped him out.
sick yourself.
Faith.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity.
Yes,
I have had enough.
No shit. I did not want that at all. Come on, where's the thing? The thing you dropped? Oh, no. I actually want to have a look inside the church, but for some reason I can't. There's him inside the thing. It should have items inside the bottles at least. But you know, if for some reason they don't. Alright, let me just have a look around and then I'll speak with them. I always have a look around first, so if there's any items, you know.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Richard Nethercott.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you have examples?
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles, and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The
Oh, yeah,
swift humanity raged across each street.
Yeah, he likes that shit, yes. You know, shit he is more.
And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
It is it? Oh, well.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
I'm sure of it, mate.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
I guess sometimes, but you know.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
This guy's slightly off his rocker, isn't he?
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Don't think so.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
If you can't talk,
I know what you're thinking.
She won't talk.
A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Maybe she
Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. You don't seem to need my medical attention for now.
Good.
Very well. Goodbye, then.
Get the
Hello
bitch
again,
to talk. Hurry up.
I know you... Very well.
I can't
Hello
kill
again.
her.
Very well.
The penny dreadfuls. Priest and anyway, he said or something that he sent in his friend to the thingy unless he mean. unless he means the other cemetery.
Good evening. Can I help you?
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Do you need assistance?
Save your time for the people who need you here, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
Right, let's go and have a word with this fucking girl here and see whether
Good evening.
she's got anything else to say.
Do you need any assistance, Miss?
Your
Goodbye, Miss. Take care of yourself as best.
As best as you can. Best as you can.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus J...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I want to be able to kill him so bad.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Hello, young man. It's me again. May I come in?
I told you before.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm a Harry, by the way.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Let me just rob your property
Is
first.
there only pain and suffering in this world?
Places me in and I'm robbing them blind.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Well, listen about your dreams, young man. Let me just get as much as I can first, and
It's locked, all right.
it's locked, alright.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Let's go and see, see if I can get him to give me, the key or...
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Oh, I can kill him, but...
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
I've only got 700 of them.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
I'm feeling okay, I guess.
It's an asshole thing, you know, things to do, but I need the XP, so... I'm hoping his dad will walk in so I can
Death is so
bring him
cold.
up as well.
I hoped it would be more meaningful.
Well, your dad know what you mean, she doesn't gotta live here. just... It's just that dude's got the key.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
I'll get it. Is it all off anyway? When's he due back?
You're late. Where's my money? Time to pay, one way or another.
See, he's just an asshole. Give me the opportunities to kill him.
Why is your relationship with your son so difficult?
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes I wonder if he's my own blood. Seems he's ashamed to be my son.
Why not change that then? If you used your strength to do good, perhaps Harry wouldn't feel that way about you.
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my boy? Who the fuck are you to interfere like that?
You're a bad father who scares his son and his neighbors, Mr. Peterson.
I don't think I like your attitude, sir. In fact, I'm starting to dislike your face so much, I might try to improve it, see?
I'd like to see you try, Colossus Joe. In the meantime, are you sure I can't be of any help to your son? I am a doctor, remember?
Never.
Never be any help to him. Fucking just slaughtered him.
Fragile, you could say. Doesn't mingle with strangers. Now leave us alone.
You'd have to feel
Harry
bad,
doesn't
like,
seem to be living
you know,
in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always
like,
put my
go out in
son's interests
ages,
above everything else.
and the one person he
Whatever
invites
he may
in,
think.
which is me,
Our house is small,
fucking
but
vamp,
affordable.
and he gets
The
killed.
walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
Yeah, okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I want him to go home and discover that his son's fucking...
always been wretched. Don't let your guard down, sir.
What are you going on? Come on, your house is right there.
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been wretched. Don't let your guard down, sir. Fancy...
You never...
What are you waffling on about, you?
Right then. Show me what you have.
I thought two of them and that's your lot, mate.
Fancy...
You never... What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile.
Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's
Fact
son,
that he's dead.
almost everything, I
That
think.
troubles him.
He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop, sir.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
You again?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Fuck it. All I'll do is get me a Dan. Yeah.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours.
I'll get me a Dan. My consequences will actually take effect. And then we'll find out then. Find out what he's got to say. Fucking.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
His son is going to need a lot more than a couple of bandages and an antidote to sort out what I done to him. Before I do any of that shit, let me see if I can get any of this. Good handlebars. Actually had the chance of buying one before and I just didn't even bother. 18. I need one screw for that. Accidentally wasted one of them before. Oh, it was him that killed and not her. Ah, he's missing. He might have found his son. Yeah. Let's go and see if we can find him and embrace him. Let's kill him if I can. He's cured, which means if I can kill him, I'll get more XP off him. At first, I was gonna like, I was gonna save them all, but I killed one, and I just thought, yeah, better killing them. So anyone that I can embrace and kill, I'm going for the XP. Just power myself up as much as I can. Do you wish though your XP gains higher for like for killing people, because it's a bit low. Nice big bloody handprints on the door. Go and see what's in here. So. Oh, it's just there. What the fuck? Well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? The load times were better as well. It takes too fucking long. Could literally click on a door, go down, make a brew, something to eat, come back up, and it'd still be fucking loading.
Good evening, Mr. Lewis.
This evening,
What's the matter?
Petersons are gone. All of them. Won't deny it don't make me happy.
How's business?
Well, what can I say? Business is about the same. Make some, lose some. I'm surviving, so far.
Is someone troubling you?
The only one who really knew me around here drove me to bankruptcy. It's not like I'll be seeing Joe again.
You only work at night?
Old habit. Some years ago, I realised that was the only way to create a dedicated clientele. I got used to it.
Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop, sir.
What will you do, Barrett, now that your nemesis is no longer holding you back?
My what?
Your enemy, Joe Peterson. The one who used to threaten you and demand money from you.
Joe wasn't my enemy. He was an arsehole and a thug for sure. But I ain't a saint myself.
But business is improving now that Joe is gone, yes?
Of course. It's always easier to make money when you're not being ripped off by your oldest mate. Fucking bastard. Total pain in the arse.
You sound almost sad. Are you planning on changing, Mr. Lewis?
I don't know. I just make money while everyone around me dies. Feels a bit odd. Like grass growing on a grave.
I didn't know you were a poet, Mr. Lewis. But you're right. It must be strange to thrive on the misery of others.
Hey, I'm still Barrett Lewis, the night merchant of Whitechapel. Don't care where the money comes from, as long as it ends up in my hands.
Why are you so affected by the loss of the Petersons?
Maybe because they were the only ones who knew me. Joe and me, we were neighbours even before he met his wife.
Do you have regrets, Mr. Lewis?
Too many to name just one, Dr. Reed. The Petersons, for starters. I've known them all, and I've fucked up my relationship with each one.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Alright. actually, wait a minute, have I got
Hello
shots
again.
of it?
Hello again.
Right then. Show me what...
Oh, fuck all the trade of them,
Cheap
I mean.
price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look.
If that's safe or the chest is unlocked.
It's locked, all right.
Why anyway would he skip town and just, leave whatever's inside the thing, still there, like, make any sense? And why has someone decided to take his front door?
How am I supposed to interview them?
Still fucking locked. You joke.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be...
Piss off, you whore. Don't want anything to do with you. You fucking legs closed. These assholes are annoying. Fuck you. I'll go back there in a second. Large beast. A large beast, eh? Come on. knife is the fact they have to wait 90 odd seconds to be able to use it on. Camera angles sometimes have been really brilliant. Swear I can hear a cat, but I can never find it. I've been looking around for a cat for fucking ages. Can I fuck find it? Oh, it's cat. Assholes can be in there.
there's safer places to be than here. Are you scared, fancy clothes? This one's a tiger! Shit, that leads too fast! Fuck, it's fast! Doesn't like fire, does it?
My taxes there.
It's locked.
Honestly, God. Everything in this fucking game is locked. Where is this fucking cat?
You...
Good evening.
It's Father Whittaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Cheeky cunt. Are you?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
I've been touched by God's grace. I am perfectly healthy.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Looks like I'll have to make me way back or something to the other place to speak with Nurse Dorothy. See what that bitch is getting up to. Looks like that guy's seen better days. And this guy here, he's just a fucking Fruit Loop. He thinks, you know, he thinks the...
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you
it's a nice
too,
town
my
and all
good
that.
sir. Can I...
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Do you have a pill for inspiration? No?
Huh.
Too bad.
Pill for inspiration.
I'll leave you
It was
alone,
kind
sir.
of funny.
Hello again.
You talk, yeah.
You don't seem to need my medical attention for them. Very well. Good.
Maybe a bitch.
Some of us come to this world.
I honestly wish I could go inside the church and see what's in there.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
Nobody at home.
Lights on. Just wait till the fucking walked in. Crash. Everywhere in this game is always fucking locked. You can never find keys or fuck all to open them. I think there'd be more as well to that place there. Young perception.
Hello again.
cheap price, eh? Well, let me
Right
check.
then. Show me what you have.
I thought the price of the screws had gone up. They were 2 before. Oh, that thingy's dead. He's put his prices up. The cheeky cons. Screw and good handle. $170. I'll slaughter them just for that. That's old Joe. Old Joe was doing me a favour, man. He was around, the prices were lower.
When science
Soon as I
fails
kill
you,
him,
this
he
elixir
puts his
will
prices
give you
up.
faith again.
What the fuck are you old hag? Come here.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Let's see it.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
She's got fuck all I haven't seen before.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I have no doubt it will. But I'm not against a second opinion, Dr. Reed.
Well, there you have it. Take this remedy, but be discreet. It may damage your business otherwise.
Thank you.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
For your remedy.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
What does she only help, help the rich or something, does she?
Goodbye, Miss Swanler.
What a bitch.
Perhaps we'll talk again.
Oh, we will. It's second I'm allowed to kill her. I'll be back. I'll rip that flower right off her chest and stick her up her fucking ass. Yeah. Stick that flower right up her fucking chili ring. Charging prices like that. Here's my remedy. Stick this up your fucking brown eye. You high price charging fucking bitch. Your prices didn't give me faith, girl. Just made me want to kill you.
It's locked, all right.
Why can't I just fucking break it down? I've got an axe in my hand. It's fucking loopy. What sort of vampire is he when he can't simply just jump over a fence? What are you doing here, boy?
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street.
What's
Not
with
the
your
best thing
attitude?
to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Let's see. Let's see what's wrong with him. Okay. I'll give you the medicine, but
I will see you later.
I ain't got it for you, the treatment.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway,
He's honest
thanks
about
for
it.
that. This is for your trouble.
We got me. Personal questions.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just faked me last nerve.
He did, did he?
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife. Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
No hints for me then?
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible...
Sure do.
Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid...
You don't seem well.
Oh.
I will see you later.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's kill him. Let's go for a little stroll. Nice little stroll to the park. Let's go. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see. Just taking them for a little walk. Get them out for a bit, he needs some fresh air. Pay no attention to me walking this stranger to...
Afraid anymore.
Don't worry, he's all right.
I died in this trench.
Take it a
Long
little
time
bit.
ago.
I only got 400 odd XP or less. That's a bit shit on him.
No one's there.
Can't believe the house is empty in a neighborhood that's like extremely poor. I can't wait to kill that fucking beast, you know. You what?
Good
This
evening,
bitch has got to
Change.
say.
Do you need any assistance?
You're...
This one.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
I must reveal. Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
Save your time for the people who need you here, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
We'll meet again, Mr. Darby. I'm sure of it.
Good evening, Nethercott.
And good...
Do you need medical...
Do you have...
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Oh, Camellia, the silent flower of Whitechapel. An angel made flesh, I tell you.
For there is no protection against malevolence and trickery. You are
I got
blinded
that
by your
priest
false
dead.
faith.
Take a look, don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look, don't be afraid.
Buy some more of them, but it's looking like prices are just nuts. I think I'm gonna be making my way back soon to Pembridge because we have to find that nearest Dorothy fucking.
When science fails you,
I have this thirst for blood.
Oh shit, I hope so, maybe the fucking vampire.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
Fatigue.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
And now he has to die because he's being a fucking douche.
Goodbye, young man.
What?
How are you?
I'm not your...
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Do you need assistance?
I'm alright, but if you fancy giving me the medication, I can put it to good use.
No, wait a
Goodbye,
minute.
young man.
I think I realise now why it hasn't gone up or whatever the level. I have to level them up before mine goes up. I'll be finding you again, Mr. Albert Palmer. I'm gonna get me down so the medicine takes effect and then I'll kill him. the guy there, like, he's just fucking... He's just completely out of it.
Blue is no match for the Swanborough cordial. When science fails you.
Christ, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Lower your prices and we'll
Cheap
sort of
price,
that.
good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Well, get me a pan, and then the effect of that medicine will take effect on Mr. Palmer, and then I'll take him for a nice little stroll somewhere and kill him. Get me thing up to level 2, me mesmerise thing, and then you know I can slaughter a few more of them. Actually wish I had enough to up the power of that. Any upgrades, they only take effect after you've slept. They don't take effect right away, so which is a bit of a hassle, like. How are you anyway, guys? You alright? Oh, what have you been up to? What are you playing at the moment? Let's go and find Mr. Palmer. Take him for a nice stroll somewhere.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Stick the elixir up your fucking ass. Where is he? He's usually by this fucking wall there. Mr. Palmer. Fuck, that's kill these anyway. No.
She's dead! You leech, you kidding?
he dropped any shit. Right, let's go and have a look if Mr. Palmer's back.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look.
I want to kill him so bad. If I could kill him right now, I would smear him all over the church doors.
There is something going on in this district. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's me. I'm killing them all when I get the chance. Priest is an absolute fucking douche nozzle.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
And what?
You are blinded by your false faith.
I'm cheap.
Actually should have had it, and you can just slaughter them whenever you want. But no, you have to be a certain level. Fucking shit.
I'll put it into you!
He's there. I have an axe in my hand right now.
Die, vermin!
Get it. I won that fucking straight.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Yeah, okay. Fucking slaughtered them. absolutely fucking slaughtered. Who's there? Someone in there?
I cannot enter.
Walking away on the vent. Wouldn't it be awesome having that power to just zoom around everywhere?
Good quality. Come on, take a
Fuck
look.
you and
Don't
your
be afraid.
prices. Prices are shit, mate.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
Really?
Not an accident of nature, but the punishment of a divine will.
That priest chats some fucking shit, don't he? Now, I can have that on or whatever, the lock on, but sometimes it can fuck you right up. So it's actually better having it off sometimes. Whitechapel, oh. I was going there, yeah. Going anywhere until I've got that Mr. Palmer. I actually think I have to pass a bit of time first before he ends up back at that fucking ball. That's why at the moment I'm just fucking like walking around. Yeah, I had a fucking cat, but I can never find it.
You are blinded by your false sight.
Don't be afraid.
If I could slaughter them all now, I would just go around and fucking slaughter a lot of them.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
You know what?
Good evening.
I'll have a conversation with you, and if you've got nothing for me...
I'd like to see what kind of
Way too much. For the shitty ball the highest fucking film. Give me that. Je gaat sticht de rest op je fucking ass, girl. Where the fuck is Palmer? Do we have to just wait there for him or what? Oh, he's there.
This is
right, Mr. Palmer.
Despicable. Albert, you seem unusually happy.
And why shouldn't I? I deserve respect. I'm a wet boot boy.
You are higher.
Do you need assistance?
I'm alright, but if you fancy giving me the medication, I can put it to good use.
I bet you could.
So you successfully joined a gang. I'm curious, how did you manage that?
They were already interested in recruiting me, you know. They only needed proof of my determination. And then... my dad died.
I'm afraid I see the twisted logic here. You let them believe you did it, didn't you?
Let's just say I don't deny it. Everyone thinks I'm a thug. Have a gun and all. How good is that?
But carrying a gun does not make you a murderer. What will happen when the gang wants you to really kill someone? Will you have it in you?
Now, careful how you talk to me. Otherwise, the next time you hear a gunshot in Whitechapel, it'll be the last thing you hear. Now, fuck off!
How are things in Whitechapel?
People run around like chickens with their heads cut off, and they stop and die. But not me.
Why not be helpful?
Why don't you help them if you're so brave?
I could be protective. I could be very protective, if the money's right.
I want to enjoy this.
What are people running from?
From me, for instance. I mean, I'm brave, and I've got heart, but don't get me riled, right?
And what about Benjamin's death?
Who cares? Life is for the living. We all end up 6 feet under. Let's grab what's ours before we meet the Reaper. Life's too short.
You're right there, Albert. Life is short. Which is why it's precious.
Fuck you! No one speaks to Albert Palmer like that.
Very well. Goodbye, then. Good evening, Albert. I know you have an appointment with the Wet Boot Boys' leaders, Albert. Where are they?
The meeting was cancelled. The gang's in a right mess since Clay vanished. He ran things, Clay Cox. Others have either died or disappeared.
Don't you realize they don't care about you? In a few days, weeks, you'll be back on the streets. Abandon them before they abandon you.
I can't. They're the only family I have left. The only place I can go now.
In the Walking Dead, yeah. Just look at the wall, Lizzie. There's no flowers for you to look at, but there you go. Backbeat boys and nowhere to go, girl. Nowhere to be seen.
I had it all. I hate you.
I hate you all.
I got a nice gun out of it. And I've got a door key. I wonder if that's, you know, that's that fucking shot. The one he knocked on, and he says, I can't believe it's fucking, it's locked. Let's go and have a look, eh? Don't know, is it?
There's nobody here.
Okay. Unless it's for that chest in his old house. Or in his house. Diablos. Oh, Diablos.
It's locked.
Fuck off. In this fucking game locked. Only thing that isn't locked is that prostitute's fucking pussy, because she keeps opening it for everyone. Actually, let me go and have a look at my mesmerised levels. You only got to have a conversation with someone, I think, to find out.
Hello again, sir.
Level 1.
Right then. Show me what you...
His springs, his screws were like fucking, is it 2 cents or shilling, whatever it was, was back in them fucking days. And I killed that guy that was bullying him. It's gone up to 10, the cheeky bastard. I was better off just leaving that guy alone and allowing him to get fucking bullied, because I was getting my shit cheaper. Actually, I'm bored in this town now. I'll be making my way back at some point to the Thingy Brook fucking hospital. see all of them. It's pt2. Reload time, 15%. This game just costs way too fucking much. It's 1,000. Why would... That made sense, didn't it? Block your target's blood in their vein, making them defenseless. Prices are fucking nuts. All I can get. Fucking thousand with that shit. Fucking joke. priest they got anyway, to slaughter 3 of them. So, not all bad, although he's missing and I hope at some point to find him. I'd love to kill him. I'd like to be able to kill him as well. That nice big chunk of XP. I haven't found that time yet. Alright guys, I'm gonna jump off for now anyway to get something to eat. I appreciate you watching and all that, as always, you know. Thank you very much. I'll be back on soon, guys. You know what I mean? You're welcome anytime to watch my stream. You know, anybody's welcome. Alright guys, thank you again. Have an awesome day. You know, much appreciated. Thank you very much. Alright guys, bye bye.